So his hearing is the most perfect and complete hearing. We are not comparing our hearing because we cannot even compare. Only the name is the same. The state is totally different. Second thing is that Ibn Taymiyyah rahmatullah also said this in his al-Majmu' al-Fatawa volume number 6. He said that ulama are agreed on this. Second accusation is on us that the people of innovation say, you are creating a lot of ilaha, alaha. You are creating alaha. Why? You are saying that Allah here, so you are creating different ilahs. One ilah for the seer, one ilah for the hearing, one ilah for this, one ilah for that. So this is a ridiculous accusation on us which even do not need to be discussed. Because if they are saying they are creating different ilah, why are we saying la ilaha illallah, worship only one ilah? So this is just this shows their hatred for us, that they hate us so much that they are just accusing us and trying to keep the people away from the truth da'wah. Second principle. The names of Allah are both name and description. And quality, sorry. Quality or attribute. It has both the names, you can call it whatever you wish. The names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are both the names, meaning the description, as well as the attribute. What does it mean? When we say about the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the names, al-Asmaa, I'm not talking about as-sifat. Al-Asmaa. When the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we are talking about that, then the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are names as well as His attributes. What does it mean? We'll explain it. The ulama of the Ahlul wal Jama'ah, and I am telling you all of this in the book of Shaykh Ibn Taymiyyah, rahmatullah. They said that the name, there are two things. One, a name which acts as an identifier. Meaning when we are saying Ar-Rahman, we are knowing Allah, this is the identity that He is Ar-Rahman. This is the identity of Allah. SubhanAllah, you are knowing Him. For example, if I say Ali, I say Ali, this is His identity. This is His name. When I will say, do you know Ali? You will say, yes, yes, I know. So you will know Ali by the identity, by His name. Second thing is that the quality or characteristic it gives by the evidence. Now when we see some examples, inshallah, it will become more clear. For example, al-Alim, the all-knower. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is known by His name al-Alim, meaning the all-knower. This shows that all the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are similar in the sense that they refer. Listen, this is the sentence that you need to be very careful about. That this shows that all the names of Allah are similar in the sense they refer back to Allah. But they are different in the sense that each carry a different meaning. Did you understand the sentence? This shows that all the names of Allah are similar in the sense that they refer back to Allah, but they are different in the sense they carry different meanings. For example, Al-Alim, Al-Aziz, and Al-Qawi. When I will say, do you know Al-Alim? You know I am referring back to who? Allah. When I will say, do you know Al-Qawi? You will know this is the name of Allah, so I am referring back to who? Allah. When I will say Al-Aziz, you will know it is referring back to who? Allah. But do all of them have the same meaning? No. So all of them is referring back to Allah, but they have different meanings. Al-Alim is the all-knower. Al-Aziz is the ever-able. And Al-Qawi is the most powerful. So all of them are referring back to the same person, same deity, Allah. But they carry different meanings. Another example I would give is the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. For example, the name of the, when I say Abul Qasim, what do you understand from it? Abul Qasim, this was the Quniyya of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When I say Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what do you think? I'm referring to who? Prophet Muhammad. When I'm saying Al-Sadiq Al-Ameen, then who am I referring to? Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But do all of these three have the same meaning? No. They are referring back to the same person, but they have different meanings. Abul Qasim is the Quniyya of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a characteristic that he was given. And al-Sadiq al-Amin is also a characteristic that he was the most truthful. So all of these names are referring back to the same deity. Al-Qawi, Al-Aziz, Al-Mujib, whatever. But they have different meanings. Okay? Like for example, Al-Alim, it means the all-knower. It has the characteristic of what? Knowledge. Why? In order to know, Allah must have knowledge. Al-Hakim, the wise. This shows that Allah has wisdom. Because in order to be wise, Allah needs wisdom. Al-Mujib, that Allah is the one who answered. In order to do that, he must have the capability. Al-Aziz. So Al-Alim, I will only focus on one name in order to make it easy. Al-Alim. It means the all-knower. So this is the name, identifier, and the quality, the characteristic is what? That he has the knowledge of everything. I will repeat once again. Al-Alim is the name, the identifier. You are identifying Allah through the name Al-Alim. But this name also gives a characteristic, an attribute to Allah, which is knowledge, to have knowledge. So this is the second principle. Another very important note over here. Some people, they might have a name. For example, if a person is known among the community, he is a Sadiq al-Amin. Any person that you know that who is known for being truthful, it is not true that he is a truthful. You are just giving the name because of what you see. But when we are talking about Allah, then it is the other way around. I will show you the relationship with it. A human. You will see his character, right? Then you will give him the name. Sah? Yes? Right? Agreed? That for example, you will see a person, he is truthful. He is very, very, very truthful. After seeing his honesty, now you will say, yes, he is a sadiq, he is a truthful person. But for Allah, Allah has this name, that is why he is given this attribute. Because he is that. When we are saying Allah is Al-Alim, we know he is Al-Alim. And that is why he has the attribute, that he has the knowledge. It is the other way around, you can say. For the human being, you will first see the attribute. The character is the attribute. You will first see the attribute of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then you will give him the name. For the person. You will first see the attribute of the person, then you will give him the name. But for Allah, he has the name, that is why he also has that attribute. All of you understood this point? Because the Tawheed of Allaah is delicate. It is sensitive. But if you really concentrate, inshallah, it will be very easy. All of you have understood this point? Yes? Okay. So, we have done 2 points. We will come to point number 3, inshallah. The third principle is that the names of Allah, they can be transitive and non-transitive. What does it mean? All of you know what is a noun. What is the definition of noun that you learned way back in your school when you were small children? Noun, does anyone remember by the way? What is it? Exactly. Noun is place, thing, or name. And what is the verb? Action. Very good. It is an action or that which is done. That which is done. Okay, now we will not focus on noun, we will focus on the verb. Verbs are of 2 types, remember. There are 2 types of verbs. First type of verb is that which requires another object to complete its meaning. So the first type of verb is a transitive, meaning it requires another object to complete its meaning. What is the example for that? The example, if I say I met